Hey guys, it's 5:01. Excuse me that 1 minute. 5:01 plus. Hey Kat. Kat says,
Hey guys,
good morning, beautiful
I just
souls.
found an amazing digital mark.
Sorry guys, that was an ad. Our friend Sissy's here. Did I miss Michael? Was he here? Soulstar says, best day to you, Michael. Sissy says, grand risings, afternoon, evening, or rest, beautiful sisters, sis stars, and bro stars. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, um, present physically and present spiritually. Sorry, guys. Everyone's getting welcome. Kat says, good morning, beautiful soul. I read that. I'm going to use a favorite word I don't get to use often, although it's always applicable. Discombobulated. I'm a bit discombobulated this morning, but I'm working on the bobulation. If discombobulated is an actual word, which it is, then combobulated has to be a word, right? So if right at this moment, because it's early, I'm discombobulated, does that mean that my mission for the day is to combobulate myself? And I don't know how to do that, but we're going to work on it. I think getting outside, getting in nature is going to help me get my bobulation back. Yesterday was the sermon of the Mexican sombrero. This morning, the sermon is of combobulation and all things related. I don't know what's related to combobulation, but this seems like something that our friend Squirrel Snipper would know. That he would have his fingers on the pulse of combobulation and have an actual map to take us from discombobulation back to combobulation. I'm not sure I can keep saying bobulation over and over again. Hey, Susanna, how are you? Hey, our friend Mercy Wareham is live right now. She's doing karaoke. If you guys want to have some fun after this live stream, not that you can't have fun in this live stream, but if you want to continue the fun, let's support our friend Mercy. Sniper says, love you, Mom. Sniper, love to you, my friend. I know this is the first. Love to you, my friend. Love to your mom. All right. Where am I? Kat says, hello, good morning, dear Yogi. Hello, and good morning, dear Kat. Soulstar says, thank you, Yogi. Very happy Mother's Day. Kat says, Squirrel Sniper, thanks for your company. It's nice to see you, Susanna. Soulstar says, combobulated, is a humorous word similar to discombobulated, but with a positive connotation. It means to compose oneself, organize, or arrange things after a period of confusion or disarray. Thank you. That's what we're working on. Today will be a day of combobulation. By the next live stream, I will be fully combobulated. You're going to look at me on the next live stream and think, that's a fully combobulated Yogi. I've never seen such a thing. Maybe my entire life path is one of combobulation. Jace, how are you today? Jace, did you say, are you going to try to go? No, that was yesterday. You were thinking about going to the beach, right? What's the plan for today? Good morning, Dolly. Good morning, Yogi, and lovely chat. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, Dolly. Hashtag fully combobulated Yogi. That's the plan. I can do it. With your help. I can't do it myself. Here's like disarray, meaning in pieces, right? Or spread thin. It's only through our connection to others that we can I've already lost complete meaning of that word, that we can recombobulate. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, my discombobulation is leaking through. No one wants to see a leaking Yogi. That's for sure. Sorry for that image I've just planted in your mind. Sebastian says, "Good morning, Yogi." Good morning, Sebastian. Hey, Miss Flippers, how are you, my friend? Flippers says, "Combobulation, great word, never used. A combination of many people's help." I like that. I love that connotation. Connotation of combobulation. This is Miss Flippers here, just in time for the combobulated thoughts. Let me bring up Course in Miracles, guys. Online version, which, by the way, is available to all. Foundation for Inner Peace. It is free on their webpage. Course in Miracles isn't for everyone. However, the principles are for everyone. Your path might lie through, I don't know, magic, or Taoism, or Buddhism, or a combination of all of the above. Might be yoga. For me, yoga and A Course in Miracles is absolutely the same. There's no different. As a matter of fact, Course in Miracles is often referred to as the Western path of Buddhism, or Western Vedanta. So I've never seen any issues between the two. A couple things I want to bring up. I just want to read a beautiful passage from chapter 18, Two Worlds, paragraph 14, very end. Then we'll dive back into the conversation. "And when the memory of God has come to you in the holy place of forgiveness, you will remember nothing else, and memory will be as useless as learning, for your only purpose will be creating. Yet this you cannot know until every perception has been cleansed and purified and finally removed forever. Forgiveness removes only the untrue, lifting the shadows from the world and carrying it, safe and sure within its gentleness, into the bright world of new and clean perception. There is your purpose now. There is your purpose now, and it is there that peace awaits you." This, to me, sums up the entirety of forgiveness. We are cleansing that lens of perception. If you've read Huxley's, actually based upon Huxley's lens of perception, Aldous Huxley, and based on a poem by William Blake, Doors of Perception. And then it was Aldous Huxley wrote the book, Doors of Perception, which is an biographical account of his experience with plant medicine. Jim Morrison read that, loved it, and he named his band The Doors after Huxley, Doors of Perception. So this is from William Blake. "If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. For man has closed himself up till he sees all things through narrow clinks of his cavern." Man. So there are many paths of clearing those doors of perception. Here's the thing, back to plant medicine is it will clear that door perception. However, it will close back up again. So we keep going back and back and back and back. Meditation, breath work, all help. The practice of Buddhism, practice of yoga, all help to keep that door open and bring us through for longer periods of time. And it's always available. However, in the everyday path, everyday life path, forgiveness takes us there all the way. Well, the chat is clipping along. I turned my back on you guys for a second. I'm almost combobulated. I turn my back for a second, and you guys just discombobulate me all over again. Sebastian, it's nice to see you, my friend. Hey, Raven. John's here, says, good morning, one and all. Good morning to you, my friend. Seppa says, back to the diaper gag. I need to find a way to do that as a short. Hey, Grumpy. Grumpy Sapper says, Raven investigates paranormal. Hey, good to see you. I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes. Miss Pippa says, see how easily the door swings open with just one intent to go beyond it. Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Flipper. Miss Flipper always has just the right thing. There's a door in my Course in Miracle lessons today. Synchronistic. Jason's going to be right back. Uh-oh. Raven says, I feel bad calling you grumpy. That's true. And I don't know if I've ever actually seen him grumpy before. Miss Pippa says, seek for that door and find it. And that's the thing. You got to seek it. Some people have been fortunate enough to stumble upon it. And there can be a little bit of jealousy, right? Why this guy? Here I am struggling along, battling the ego. But who knows what went before? What life path someone else has been on? That's big in non-duality circles. Tony Parsons walking across the garden and all of a sudden his ego dropped. So many people have that story. Some type of story. Ego just drops. And then they say you don't need to practice. And yet, every single one of them practiced some type of practice before they had that walk across the garden, metaphorically speaking. I've had my own awakening experiences. Never anything permanent in such a case like Tony Parsons. I don't think it needs to be. I don't even think that awakening into non-duality is even particularly needed. Hey, if it happens, it happens. But as I wrote about this morning in my own little blog post, for me, I'm perfectly content and happy with my own little life path of continuous forgiveness and kindness to the extent that I'm able from moment to moment to moment. Some moments, guys, I'm closed off. Some moments I can't forgive. Some moments I'm unable to be kind. Guess what? Recognize them. And then turn that, walk through the door in the other direction. When you recognize them, when you bring the light of awareness to them, offer yourself a little bit of kindness. Forgive yourself for being completely human in this moment. And then move on. Continue on. Forgive. Forgiveness is I was going to say two-way street. That doesn't quite sum it up. It's just a continuous practice. Wherever you find it. Maybe for yourself. Maybe for the appearance of another. Hey, Big Al. Big Al says, I never get ads, Phoenix. I wonder why. Some people do, some people don't. Miss Pepper says, oops, I'm sorry. Let me get up here to our friend Raven. Anyone heard my song I wrote about the darkness that touched me? No. Hey, is it on your page, Raven? Hey, John, you and I are connected on Facebook. So if you would like to, anytime, send me anything, um, and I will watch it, as well as um, share it out. Happy to. Happy to help any of you guys with anything I'm able to whatever extent that I'm able to. Sometimes it'll be a large extent. Sometimes it might only be a little extent. It all depends on my state of combobulation. You thought I was done with that, didn't you? You're like, thank God he's not going to say combobulation anymore. No, it's the theme for the day. It's going to come up. Is it a video or a short? Touched by Darkness, 3 days ago. On it, my friend. I will watch it right after the live stream. I'm so thankful that you are stepping beyond that you're leaving that behind, Phoenix. Raymond says the song is on my Facebook and YouTube. Gotcha. I just went and checked your page to make sure that I hit all notifications. I'm not sure that I was, but I am now. So hopefully I'm going to be seeing all of your stuff. Jay says, Eric, it's at the 1 hour, 10 minute reaction was priceless. Well, yeah. I mean, how often are you confronted with a 51-year-old man in diapers standing right in front of you? Let me write 1 minute and 10. All right, I just got to figure out how to do it, if it's possible. What do we got? We got a link drop by Grumpy Sapper. I am already on that. Happily so. Make sure that you guys are, in any way possible, connected with Grumpy Sapper. He's doing good stuff. And by good stuff, he's making the world a little brighter, a little happier, and a little kinder. With that in mind, Grumpy Sapper, thank you so much. Sorry, guys, I might have missed some of your comments. Soulstar says, Grand Risings is best say to you, Big Al and Sapper. I'm way behind. Grumpy says, come over and join me. I will for sure. Phoenix says, happier and kinder. As well, Phoenix. I know that's your mission too. Sharing your story, sharing how you've managed to navigate through some truly troubling times and emerge. Perfect name, Phoenix. Love to you, Dolly, and all that you do. Sebastian says, connected, Grumpy. Sorry, guys. Hey, Willow. Willow says, good morning, all. Good morning, Willow. Big Al, the Englishman, the proper Englishman, says hi to Raven. Phoenix says, not really a good name. You don't think so, Phoenix? I love it. Phoenix and Fireside. I think it sums you up nice. Raven says, so did Willow. Willow says, morning soul. Hi to Raven. Love to you, my friend. Big Al says, Grumpy Sapper's channel is the place to be on a Saturday night. I agree with that. The two biggest parties on YouTube is Grumpy Sapper and Rick Martinez, The Cave. I don't see Rick as often as I used to, though. I know he's been dealing with a few things. Him and his wife, Ivy. Laura says, Phoenix, we know you were talking about that on your live stream. Hey, I love your name. It's just so amazing. It's symbolic. It's symbolic of you. Spencer says, if you're not connected, check out one of Phoenix's lives with a warm, friendly soul, and we get treated to accents too. Awesome. Laura says, no, Phoenix, you're amazing. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca says, hi, Yogi. Your walk is today, right, Rebecca? How far are you walking? Grumpy says, Rick and Ivy are lovely people. They are. You both do things a different way, but you have the same essence. You're just there to make people smile. You're creating a little bit of happiness that you're sharing with and welcoming all who come. And Grumpy, always give me such a warm welcome. Thank you for that. Sissy says, fee fi fro from. I smelled the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Eerie nursery rhymes from a children's story. Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Rook says, hi, Jason. Grumpy. Will says, have to do a lot of things today. You can today, Willow. You can. You got this day. Grumpy says, I like to take people away from their worries for a couple of hours. You do, and you also do it with your songs. Raven says, Phoenix Rising has lifted me up, gave me reason to stay. And you know what, Dolly, I hope you never lose sight of that. How much you mean to so many people, sharing your story and just sharing your space. You're such a warm and welcoming presence wherever you go. Here, other people's live streams, and on your own. Thank you for that. Thank you for being you, and thank you for sharing you. We all lose sight of that. And I think that the best of us, the best that we can do, and the best that we can offer on YouTube is just reminding people who they are, what they offer, and how much we appreciate them. Kat says, off to work. Love you all. Love you too, Kat. Thanks for sharing some time with us. This says, maybe a little active, Big Al. Zena will be also. Grumpy says, I'm finding bullies who are envious of my channel, so I called them out last night. I do not tolerate bullies. Was this on your show? I'm sorry, Grumpy. I don't know why anyone would be envious of anyone's channel. Because it just steals energy from what you would like to do. Take that same energy, turn it back upon itself, create something beautiful, uniquely your own. That's what Grumpy did. Grumpy Sapper is a truly unique space that he created. He didn't create that by, Thomas Troward, the great English mystic, said the laws of flotation were not arrived to contemplating that which sinks. It's a powerful, powerful lesson there. If you think about things that sink, guess what you arrive to? The laws of sinkage. If you want to arrive to the cosmic principles of flotation, think about the things that float. If you want to create something beautiful, think beautiful thoughts. Be beautifully creative and work from there. It's the reason why I turn towards so many of your channels. It's why, given the opportunity, I love to hang out with Grumpy Sapper. I love to, I'm totally in love with Soulstar's voice when she is jazzing up the place without even realizing she's jazzing up the place, because she's lost in what she's doing. She's not thinking, how do I sound jazzy? You think John Coltrane thought, you know what? How do I jazz things up a little bit? He's just jazz. Sissy's just Sissy, and it's beautiful to behold. Dolly is just Dolly, and when she is, uh, you see this little space where she opens up and just shares, and it's beautiful. I've seen that from so many people. I see it continuously from Cat and Jack on other people's live streams and my own live stream, and most importantly, her live stream. You think Cat ever thinks, I need to be a little more Cat and Jackie this morning? She's just Cat. Jack's just Jack. Beautiful combination. Grumpy says, this YouTuber is a total narcissist. Rebecca says, bye, Cat. Take care. What's going on today, Rebecca? You know, again, think of Jace. The essence of Jace is to make people a little happier, a little fitter. He does it through kindness, offering himself. I don't think Jace ever gives much thought in how to be Jace. You know what I mean? I'm going to use the example of beavers, because in 2 minutes, I'm going to go outside and look for a beaver or two, or maybe some baby beavers. I don't know how long it takes to make a baby beaver. He's just Jace. He doesn't have to, a beaver doesn't have to wake up in the morning and say, so man, I'm going to be a beaver again today. All right, let me put on my beaver-esque-ness and go out and face the day as a beaver. Does that make sense, or did I lose you with the beaver? Raven says, grumpy people like that, no hope for them. They must be hurting and lash out. Well, that's the great hope, is when we see that they are hurting and when they lash out, we know that that is a plea for help. Their hope is us. Their hope is a recognition. Well, it says, can we do some breath work? If we do some breath work, we have to do it right now, and then I got to go. So let's start today with, I know it might be a little later for you guys. Willow, did you already do your breath of fire? Grumpy says, did someone say beaver? I'm always talking about beavers. Jay says, William, you still want to work today? That would be awesome. Good morning, William. William says, don't like that I keep only getting like 5 minutes of every live stream. But you know what? It's the best 5 minutes, because I always save the best 5 minutes for you, William. Everyone else gets the warm-up. Everyone else gets the discombobulated version of Yogi. You get the fully combobulated version. Everyone else had to put up with me saying combobulation like 500 times, and now they get to hear me talk about beavers. You get the real deal. Easy says, have a beautiful day, Eric. You too, Easy. So, Raven is laughing. Rome says, I only get high and by. I have to watch live. Yeah, but we get to talk through the day very often. Just please breath work. All right, let's do an easy, calm breath. You guys know I love breath of fire. It's a great way to start the day. I know it's a little later in the day for many of you. Let's do a very simple and easy 4x4, breathing in for 4, exhale in for 4, noticing the pause. And then, guys, I have to go. So I'm going to address this to Willow, but it's for everyone who wants to participate. Willow, if you can just gently close your eyes. The discombobulated beaver's breath. I need to work on that one. Grumpy thinks that I'm going to attempt to say that. He thinks I'm going to attempt to say anti-disestablishmentarianism. How is that? See that? I just dove right in. Didn't hesitate. William says, I don't think I can go live yet, so we'll follow your lead. Beaver's breath work. We get love from Easy. Thank you, Easy. All right. So Willow, if you gently close your eyes, Bring your focus to your breath. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Notice your belly rising, notice your belly falling. With every breath, you grow more and more relaxed. Your body grows heavy with relaxation. Hey, Travel. Hey, Signature. Take a breath in, let it go. On our next breath in, we're going to count for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. And surrender the breath. Notice how effortless the breath flows right now. No effort upon your part. Breathing in happens on its own, and you are supplied an abundance of oxygen without even having to ask for it. And the breath is surrendered, as everything is. Life doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be a struggle. There is a cooperation between the appearance of everything. There's a cooperation because it's only an appearance. Everything is already connected, meaning everything you need to have a wonderful and beautiful day is here right now in this moment, and all you have to do is surrender to it and allow it to happen. You are both the surrender and the happening. No effort needed. For today, just be. Just be. Namaste. Guys, I'm heading out. I'm looking for beavers. And maybe a fox. Not to be too specific. Whatever the morning brings me, guys, I'm going to be happy with. Thank you, Signature. I got a couple of things to look at this morning. I want to check out Raven's latest offering. In 3 hours, beautiful Carberry Avenue trees. Here's something I can tell you for certain. Having spent considerable amount of time visiting Signature, his premieres, his live streams, he presents things of beauty in such a positive, peaceful way. He invites you to come along with him. He shows you the beauty of his surroundings. And he's so friendly. I hope you guys join him for this premiere. I hope to make it. I just hit all notifications, or I just hit the notification, so I should know. With that, I'm going to let you all go. Namaste, Agape, Omni Love, too, as well. Susanna said hi. Thank you, Susanna. Guys, I got to go. I'm going to see everyone later today. I'm going to see you on your YouTube, whatever it is you're doing, hopefully. Hopefully it'll come to my attention. I'll be on the lookout for all of you guys. And I'll be live again. 1 o'clock. come on by. We'll do some more breath work. We'll hang out. We'll have a check-in of our combobulation. We're going to do a combobulated check, 1 o'clock. All right. Never goodbye, only see you later. Yep. Especially if you're an alligator. um, well, why did the oldest joke in the world just crack me up? Um, Rebecca says, bye. Have a great day. You too, Rebecca. Love you guys.